Trust the process. That is the message that Caps head coach Spencer Carberry had for Capitals fans after a slow start to the season, because despite the fact that the Caps weren't winning games yet, they were top 3 in the entire NHL in pretty much every underlying metric. Expected goals for, expected goals against, high danger chances for, high danger chances against. They were top 3 in the league in pretty much every single category, and so Spencer Carberry's message to the fans, like I said, was simple. Trust the process. The pucks may not be going in yet, but they will. And ooh boy, was he ever right, because Caps win again, 5-1 this time over the Columbus Blue Jackets. And after that slow start to the season, they are now 4-1-0 in their last 5 games. They have the second best goal differential in the entire National Hockey League, behind only the wagon Colorado Avalanche. The Caps now have the 4th most goals scored in the entire league after what was a very slow start. And they have the highest scoring blue line in the entire league, with 19 goals scored already by Capitals blue liners through just 23 games played. And this game was another fun one, so let's get into it, babes. First period, 6 minutes and 5 seconds in, defenseman Jakob Chychrun on an 8-game point streak from the back end for the Washington Capitals. He scores the game's first goal here, his 7th of the season already for Jakob Chychrun. Beautiful shot by Chicky to beat Elvis Merzlikins. Assists on this goal by Ryan Leonard on the primary assist and by Hendrix Lapierre on the secondary assist puts the Caps up 1-0. And that is how the first period would end, with the Caps up just 1-0. Although they could have had a lot more goals there in that first period, they again just did not go in for them again yet. Don't worry, they would break out in this hockey game. To the second period we go. Second period, Tom Wilson finishes off what was probably one of the nicest goals scored across the entire NHL so far this season. Justin Sourdif, who has been elevated to that second line center role now in the absence of Pierre-Luc Dubois, he makes a beautiful Evgeny Kuznetsov-like behind the back pass here to Alexei Protas. Beautiful touch pass. This puck was barely on his stick for not even half a second. Beautiful touch pass across to Tom Wilson to give Tom Wilson the wide open cage to shoot at, and he would not miss that one, folks. 2-0 Caps. So for Tom Wilson, that is his 12th goal of this season already. But yeah, the passing was really the beauty behind this goal here, right? Like I said, Alexei Protas on the primary assist, Justin Sourdif on the secondary assist. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous goal here for the Washington Capitals, puts them up 2-0. And by the way, I wanted to highlight here as well the awesome line change here by the captain, Alex Ovechkin, that leads to this goal. Tom Wilson actually, after scoring this goal, he goes right back to the bench and he goes straight to Alex Ovechkin and gives him a big pat on the head for this line change. Ovi, he could have extended his shift here quite easily, could have gone back in there into the offensive zone, sensing that the Caps were about to have a chance to score a goal. But unselfishly, right, he changes at the right time, comes off for Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson comes on, and that makes everybody on the Blue Jackets kind of lose track of that player there, right? Lose track of Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson is able to just come straight onto the ice, head right down to the goal, and hit this one into the empty net, right? So everybody kind of loses track of Tom Wilson on this play, coming off of the bench, sneaking in there to get what is essentially a tap in from Alexei Protas. And this all happens, like I said, because of a great line change here by the captain, Alex Ovechkin. And yeah, Tom Wilson, recognizing that after the goal, goes straight over to his captain and gives him a big pat on the head. Then, with 20 seconds left to play here in the second period, okay, it is still 2-0 Caps. 15 seconds left now in the period. Jakob Chychrun rips home his second goal of this hockey game on the power play. By the way, it is a power play goal for the Washington Capitals on their first power play opportunity of this hockey game. They make this one count. 1-for-1, baby, on the PP here late in the second period here in this hockey game. And yeah, Jakob Chychrun, like I said, second goal of the night for Chicky, his 8th goal of the season already in just the Caps' 23rd game played as a defenseman, bringing the offense from the blue line. He has been absolutely incredible. And yeah, on an 8-game point streak here is the Capitals blue liner. So yeah, 8th goal of the season for Jakob Chychrun. Tom Wilson with the primary assist on that goal. That is the only assist on that goal. Power play goal, like I said, puts the Caps up 3-0, okay, with 15 seconds left in the second period. But I hope you didn't think that the period was done there and go to get a snack or go to the bathroom or something, because 12 seconds after the Jakob Chychrun goal, John Carlson is going to score here as well. 12 seconds later, folks, to put the Caps up 4-0. So we go from 15 seconds left in the second period being up 2-0. And now the period's going to come to a close here 15 seconds later with the Caps having doubled their lead to 4-0. And what a beautiful goal this was here. It is a set play off of an offensive zone faceoff. The Caps obviously, after, the Jakob Chychrun goal, they get back down into the offensive zone, get themselves an offensive zone face-off here. It is Justin Sordiff taking the face-off. He wins the face-off clean. And like I said, this is a set play here. If you look at the way that the guys are set up here, Alex Ovechkin standing not off to the side like he normally does to take the shot himself when Dylan Strome is taking the draw. But because it is Justin Sordiff taking the draw here, set play, like I said, Alex Ovechkin is standing directly behind Justin Sordiff. Okay, so Justin Sordiff, he wins the draw clean. That's step one. That makes the whole play happen, right? Wins the draw clean back to Alex Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin, puck is on his stick for not even half a second. Quick pass over to John Carlson, and John Carlson lets it fucking fly, man. Absolute hammer time for number 74. Beats Elvis Merzlikins clean 4-0. Like I said, Caps. So yeah, for John Carlson, that is his 5th goal of the season already as well. Another Capitals defenseman bringing a ton of offense here this season from the back end, just as he always does. Just as Jakob Chychrun always does as well, ever since he became a Washington Capital anyway. Yeah, these two guys, man, unbelievable. John Carlson here, 5th goal of the season for him already. Like I said, Alex Ovechkin on the primary assist and Justin Sordiff as well on the secondary assist. Doubles the Caps lead, like I said, 4-0 they're up now, and that is how, obviously, the second period would finally end for the Columbus Blue Jackets here, with there being just 3 seconds left on the clock here after this one. Third period, Martin Fehervary joins the party here from the back end. He scores a goal here to put the Caps up 5-0. Assists on this one, primary assist to Connor McMichael, and the secondary assist as well to John Carlson, getting another point here on the Caps' 5th goal of the night. So Caps up 5-0 here in the third. The Blue Jackets would unfortunately add a blue liner goal of their own by Denton Mateychuk. That would unfortunately break Logan Thompson's bid for a shutout here, which I thought he really deserved. He played an excellent game, excellent bounce back game, by the way, for Logan Thompson. He had a rare, below average outing there in his last start. That has not happened very often for him at all here, ever since he was traded to the Washington Capitals. And yeah, he bounces back here beautifully. So great to see that by Logan Thompson. Believe he stopped, let me just check here just to be sure. Yeah, the Columbus Blue Jackets, they had 23 shots on goal and scored just the 1 goal. So Logan Thompson making 22 of 23 saves here in this one. A great game by him. But yeah, unfortunately, Denton Mateychuk here breaks his shutout bid, which was unfortunate, like I said, because I thought that Logan Thompson deserved the shutout in this one. But yeah, ultimately, it makes it 5-1. We don't really care. I'm sure Logan Thompson does not really care. He cares about wins, and when the Washington Capitals did, baby, again here, like I said, 5-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. That would be your final score. And yeah, the Caps now, like I said, 4-1-0 in their last 5 games. So a beautiful win here, 5-1 for our Washington Capitals, adding on again here to their second best in the league goal differential, plus 13 now. Adding on, like I said, to those soaring totals from their blue liners, a league best 19 goals scored already. I alluded to it off the top. 19 goals scored already by their blue line. First in the entire National Hockey League. So they have been unbelievable, and the team as a whole has been unbelievable here, creating a ton of offense here now. Things have really turned around here for this Washington Capitals team. And like Spencer Carberry said, they were creating the offense before too. The pucks just were not going in yet. Well, they are going in now, baby. Like I said, all the way up to the fourth most goals scored now in the entire National Hockey League this season, despite obviously that very slow start. They have worked their way back here. And yeah, now they are the 4th highest scoring team in the league. So that is it for this one, babes. You love to see it. You love to see this play by our Washington Capitals. Really have picked it up here in the win column for sure. Working themselves here back into a playoff spot. They are not that far off of the top of the division now as well, the top of the Eastern Conference. The Atlantic division is pretty weak, so the Metropolitan definitely is the stronger division this season. And yeah, the Caps are not that far off of first place in the division right now after this run here, 4-1-0 in their last 5 games. So we love to see it. Their next game will be on Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, that is, down in the States, right? For you guys down there. So yeah, their next game will be Wednesday evening against the Winnipeg Jets. Then obviously the entire NHL, the entire league has a day off on Thursday for that American Thanksgiving. And then the Caps will be back on Friday to face the Toronto Maple Leafs, who have been god-awful. So hopefully the Caps can get a win in, at least one of these 2 games here. You would love for 2. You would love to keep this thing really rolling here. So we will see what they can do. First up, like I said, against the Winnipeg Jets on Wednesday, and then the Toronto Maple Leafs on Friday after Turkey Day down there in the States. So guys, in case I forget to say it, after Wednesday's game, happy Thanksgiving to you all down there in the States. Wish you all a great holiday down there. Enjoy some good food, some good time with family. That's always really important. And yeah, just thank you all so much for being here. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate all of you guys so much. As always, babes, as always, Capitals hockey, it is getting fun here yet again. But like I've been here all season, right? Through the losses I was here, and now certainly through the wins I'm going to be here as well. So yeah, keep tuning in. Love chatting Capitals hockey with you all. And as always, babes, like I said, let's go Caps.